Howdy guys, in today's video we're going to be looking at our second part for our user interface overview, and this will be for FlexiPRINT. But before that, let's have a quick intro first. So today's video can be found on softwaretraining.co.za. We make short and easy to watch problem solving videos, and we also have daily updates. Otherwise, we head back into the program here. So now in the previous video on this mini series, if you can remember, we looked at our main menu on top here, our toolbar, so our primary toolbar and our secondary toolbar. Then we also looked at some guides, which is these rulers, and then our color swatch here at the bottom. Now in today's video we've got 4 other things to look at, which is very handy. Now there is more elements to the interface than just these ones I'm going to be showing you, but these will be the main elements you'll be using throughout your experience in the program. So the first thing we'll begin looking at is panels. So we've got these floating panels here. So we have like the design central, fill and stroke, and a few others that if you open them, you can hover them at different places while you use it, which makes it very handy. Now some panels can be docked, not all of them, and like for instance our main toolbar here, if I click these little dots here next to the new, drag it off, then you can see this is now also a floating panel. But some of these, it is better having them actually docked. So I'm just going to click this, dock it. We can dock it at different areas, but it's handy on top here to the left. It's quite universal. You'll see some other features you can also dock if you want to quickly get access to the tool's properties. But yeah, that is it on the floating and actual docked ones. A lot of these floating panels you're going to be getting under view. So you can see you've got design central, full stroke, status bar, and so forth. Then the next thing we've got here is our fill and stroke. So right in the bottom left here, bottom right, my apologies, you can see we've got here the stroke and fill, so we can see what the stroke is set to and the fill. You can also find these settings here under the fill and stroke editor. So the first panel or tab on the fill and stroke editor will be fill, set the color and the type, so forth, and then the next one will be the actual stroke. So you can fine tune them over here. Then also another thing which is very handy is our information toolbar, which is this toolbar right at the bottom here. Now how this works, anything you hover over, at least most things, or if you right click and you hover over menus or these toolbars, it will update here and tell you a more in-depth description on what's happening. It does also show your pointer location, but let's just make an example quick. I'm going to zoom in here and then let's just fix our zoom. So let's say we go on red, go down, and you can see here it says red. Or if we take one of these menus, maybe we go to the eyedrop tool. Wait, let's grab the bottom one here, go down. Okay, they've got a line up. If I had to right click, we go on export. Then over here it says export objects to another format. So it's a handy little way to quickly get information or additional information on the tool or whatever you're hovering on. Now the last thing which is important on the user interface that we're going to be looking at is your open documents, projects. So currently I only have one open. So if I go file, we go new, now we've got 2 open. Now it can be tricky to switch between them. You can go on top here on the right, and you'll see we have our classic maximize, minimize, close, and so forth. So we could unmaximize this, move things around, go to our other project, but it's just a bit of a mess or tricky to navigate. So now what you can do to simplify it, we go to our main menu on top, then we want to go to window, and then right at the bottom here you can see we've got our 2 documents. Now once you save it to a file and you name it, it will show those names here. So you can easily jump between them. So let's say we're on this one and we maybe have a design, then we can quickly just jump to the next one and you can see we opened 2 different documents. But yeah, otherwise that is it on the interface. So we've got our panels on part 2, got our information, we've got our stroke and fill, and then our actual different projects or windows open. Yeah, otherwise, thanks for joining me on this mini series. If we head here to softwaretraining.co.za, you guys will notice we've got a variety of different softwares we do cover, and you can also isolate your search on the top right. If you do not, however, find the training videos you're looking for, just simply go here, request a training video, fill in the mini form, and then we'll do our best to try and make that for you. But otherwise, thanks guys for watching, and cheers.